Turtles, turtles, turtles. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is amazing. I know today is going to be a pretty special day on a handful of fronts. We have a cool project that we're starting that we've been working on for probably a year. It's finally the day that we're getting going on it, and I'm going to start the day actually showing you the results of that insane pastel Enchi bongo that was bred to the banana clown clutch. I am so stoked on the future of this. Let's just jump into it. Look at how amazing these babies are, because the future of this clutch is going to be ridiculous. And as we're staring at this beautiful clutch of snakes right here, let's push our problems aside and try to have the best possible day we have. Now, I will say, you know, sometimes when I cut eggs, I think that I see something and it turns out it's not. I thought that every single snake in this clutch was a bongo. Turns out that I'm not sure that that's the case, to be totally honest with you. I think these are probably pastel Enchis and not bongo, but they would also be het for clown. I'm not 100% sure, because I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at, in the sense that there's a chance that this one could be a bongo, but I don't know, because this one is actually a pastel Enchi bongo. We know that for sure, okay? So we know that that is a pastel Enchi bongo, and this is obviously very different than these. So could this be a pastel bongo without the Enchi? It's possible. I'm not sure. It's kind of a little bit of a weird gene, but nevertheless, some of the other animals are ridiculous. Like this one here is a pastel banana bongo. I know that for sure. So this is a pastel banana bongo that is het for clown, because again, everything here was clown. But then these two were the creme de la cremes right here. These are actually the banana pastel Enchi bongos, right? So these are the world's first. No one's ever produced them before. I cannot wait to see what happens. And again, they're het for clown. So I can breed these to all kinds of different clown things, and because they're bananas, they're both males. So now I can breed them to a bunch of female clown stuff, get all kinds of combinations of bongo clowns, pastel Enchi bongo clowns. I mean, all kinds of different stuff. That is amazing. So it's really cool. Definitely a couple world's first here. And then these ones are a little bit on the fence. I'm not sure there's ever been a banana bongo het for clown before, but I'm excited about that one as well. And then again, this is just like the mama here. It looks identical to the mama. And then these ones are a little bit yet to be seen. I think they're just pastel Enchis, but this one right here is really interesting. Possibly a pastel bongo het clown. I'm not 100% sure. We'll raise them up, we'll breed them out, we'll find out more information on them. That's kind of the thing. You never really know, but nevertheless, what a way to start the day, to see these beautiful babies out of the egg, and now on to our big build project that I am super excited about. So this used to be the podcast room right here. Obviously, it's all broken down and just completely, you know, just the TV's still up on the wall, so I have to take that down. Construction guys are going to be here anytime. We're going to start to build this room out. So this room becomes larger here, so a much larger room, going to be really beautifully done, rocked out walls. It's just going to look really cool. Beautiful table that some people are making. I cannot wait to show you guys. It's just really going to be a way better studio for podcasting. Then there's going to be a control room that's attached right here that's going to go all the way over here, where we can put not only all of our control stuff for the podcast, but also all our camera gear to get it out of my office and stuff like that. So we've been talking about this for probably about a year, and we are finally getting going. So this room is going to turn into something pretty awesome. Hopefully by the end of the day, we'll at least have some walls up and start to see what it's actually going to look like. Might take us about a week to completely finish, but I am excited to get this podcast room going. Pretty excited about this clutch right here, because this was actually a het snow plasma for a blood red, and it was bred to a coral snow. So we have a bunch of hypos, we have a normal here, we have a ghost, albinos, a little snow over here, all these little beautiful animals. And again, this is the coral line, and it's also het for plasma, which is lavender and diffuse corn. So a lot of really cool genetics in this clutch right here. Super happy about them. So we'll probably end up raising some of these guys up for future stock and then put the rest on the website. But nevertheless, really cool, and big babies at that. guys may remember this room, right? This was our snake massage room that we had up for one weekend, and then we shut down, obviously. We still have a couple snakes in here, but for the most part, most of the animals are moved out and stuff like that. So this room is kind of an empty room, so I need your help. Now that I'm in construction mode, build mode, all that type of stuff, I just wonder, like, should I wait around to do snake massage again? I mean, it was cool. People seem to like it. I don't mind doing it. I think it's kind of a cool little attraction. Or do I turn this room into something else? I mean, and if I do turn this room into something else, what do I do? Because it's a bummer now for the last 5 months. This room has just been empty. I mean, when we're open, we literally just close the door. I mean, you could still look in here, but there's nothing to really see because there's just a massage table and a bunch of empty cages. So let me know in the comments what you think. Should I just hang tight and when this whole mess is over, we'll go back to snake massage? Or should I turn the snake massage room into something different, like some other experience that is safe for everybody? So let me know in the comments what you think. I honestly have no idea, and I'm trying to brainstorm this. These babies actually come from what they call an albino red line, which is like a really red corn snake, and it was bred to a scaleless, and you can see there's a bunch of really cool stuff. We have a little albino red line scaleless here. We have some beautiful scaleless right here, and then a whole hodgepodge of different stuff. These red line scaleless, when these get bigger, instead of getting oranger, they get more red, and they're absolutely incredible, and I'm really excited to see what the normal scaleless look like with that red line influence them. As they get older, they should get really, really red. So this is a beautiful clutch of babies. You guys know that normally I'm doing most of the construction around here, but this time I had to hire some people in to get this podcast room done. So let's go downstairs and see what kind of progress they've made. So you can kind of see where we're at here. This is actually the entrance to the new podcast room right here. It's studs are all going up. This is going to be the new big room, much bigger than the other one. And then this is the control room right here. These are actually the windows that we'll see into the control room. And then that whole room right here will be all of the control room / camera room and stuff like that. So these guys are killing it, making some amazing progress. This is going to be so dope. I mean, when you see the entire basement when we're done with it, you're going to love this. I mean, this is just stage one of kind of bigger build out of the entire basement. So I'm super excited, but definitely they're killing it. I'm glad that I brought these guys in and it's not me doing the work. It's been a minute since I've talked to you guys about Helen. Of course, she's the no-eyed albino ball python that we produced about 2 years ago. And I always talk about how Perdita changes a lot of people's minds. And actually, people will oftentimes hold Perdita as their first snake. Well, Helen's the other snake that this happens to all the time. And I think it's because she doesn't have eyes. And for people that are a little bit freaked out, a lot of times they're thinking like a snake is looking at them. If they're looking at them, maybe they're going to bite them. And Helen, number one, she's so cute. But number two, with the fact that she doesn't have eyes, maybe there's a little sympathy there too. But also, people don't think like, oh, it's not looking at me, so there's no way it's going to bite me, right? Now, we know that it's not going to bite it, even if it has eyes. As a matter of fact, none of our snakes do that we bring out. The fact is, it's about getting people comfortable and having that kind of courage to hold their first snake. And then oftentimes, once they hold a snake like Helen, or Perdita for that matter, next thing you know, they're holding everything. And that's what I love about it. And this girl has truly changed a lot of people's lives. Laura, you want to go see downstairs?
Yes.
It's always interesting because my vision oftentimes is very different than what Lori thinks my vision is. So I'm always interested to see how she feels about my decision. So let's go take a look. What do you think?
Okay.
So this will be the entrance into the control room, but the entrance into the podcast room is going to be over on that side.
So this is the camera?
This is the camera room, control room. Those are the windows there that see into the podcast room. And then this will be all like, done up. So I'll give you a vision for the whole basement. I've got a whole vision for the basement here.
The whole basement now?
Yeah, I got the vision for the whole basement.
You didn't get permission for the whole basement. It was just this.
Well, we'll get there. I'll tell you about that later.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Good? Oh, good.
So far, so good.
I'm glad that she's not mad. I thought she might be like, why'd you build the room so big? So I'm glad that you're not happy. You're okay with it. So the final rough is completely done. Just to give you a little virtual tour here. Again, these are the windows from the control room that's going to look into the podcast room. We'll have 2 windows here, and then there'll be the control desk here. Desks all along here. This is where Noah, Anthony, and Jay can come to edit and do all their stuff. All our camera stuff be down here. And then of course we'll come out here, walk around this corner here. This will all be cleaned up. There'll actually be a hallway right here. And then this is the door into the podcast room. Of course we'll have the windows over here. We have a really nice, beautiful table that some friends of mine are making. Going to be absolutely amazing. The TV will be over here. Have cameras. These are actually the camera boxes over on this side that can view. So we'll have 3 camera angles. Just be really chill. We're gonna rock all the walls out with universal rock, so it almost looks like the Reptarium in here. Maybe throw like a couch over here, a little refrigerator for drinks for our guests and stuff like that. Gonna be a really chill place. It's gonna be so awesome. Cannot wait. I know right now it just looks like a bunch of steel studs, but honestly, this is huge progress. Next thing we have to do is sheetrock this here in the next few days, and then start to get it finished. With any luck, in the next maybe 2 weeks, this place will be completely finished. Then I can start working on the next thing, which is the outer part. And I can't wait to share with you guys what I'm planning to do there. I love making progress on things and kind of seeing visions through. This has been a vision that we've been talking about forever, and it's the start today. So the podcast room is going. Like I said, that entire basement's going to be built out here over the next few months. It's going to be pretty cool. Also, that bongo clutch, holy moly, what results is that? That is amazing. A few years from now, those animals are going to produce some killer babies. I cannot wait. If you enjoyed this video, here is a video of us building the Reptarium. If you're into the construction stuff, how the whole process works, check out that playlist up here. Can you do me a favor? Subscribe to that podcast channel, the one that room is being made to. On this side, you can subscribe to this vlog channel. Please turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.